This is Victoria, an engineering student knowing the most in education. Let's continue our journey in existentialism. In the last video, we know that, from existentialism point of view, education is helping students to find the meaning of life, to make their choice and take their responsibility. So, from existentialism view of purpose, the best result of education is that students develop the right attitude towards life, the most important of which is the development of sincerity, choice, and a sense of responsibility. Sincerity to themselves and to others. It means that students should not sacrifice their own desire and just follow the trends of society by deceiving themselves. It is important to make them realize that, ultimately, we face the world alone. And it is unreliable to just seek safety and approval in groups of society, to eventually lose the inner self. Sincerity needs courage, to be brave enough to face the true self, both advantages and shortcomings. Then, choice. It is important to recognize, no matter what happens, we always have a choice. As Buber says, whoever ceases to be able to decide with his whole spirit, and to be responsible for that decision, becomes a man of an empty heart, who just immediately ceases to be a person. Also, we have far more options open to us than we are aware of. Do you agree? What do you think are the choices we'll always have, even in the most extreme scenario? Yeah, we always have the choice of what attitude we hold towards it, positive or negative. If we remember this choice firmly in heart, we will never feel hopeless. After choosing freely, it is time to take the responsibility. I heard that some teachers raise the problem that students don't obey. But an even bigger problem is that they are too comfortable with that obedience. Just think, if they listen and obey, whatever, they will be safe. No matter what happens, they can blame on the one who asked them to obey. So they never get the opportunity to practice how to take the responsibility. But if we just simply give students the right to choose freely, responsibility will come along to them. They will gradually realize that it is not only the good consequence that they should overtake, but also the careless mistake. No one can live the life for them, so nothing to complain or blame. Schools should create certain conditions and environments in which they can have the opportunity to discover freedom and responsibility, because this is the way to live a life of self-fulfillment. For the idea of curriculum, at first, I didn't think that existentialism could have any particular curriculum theory. After searching, I find that it does not. Existentialism emphasizes that the value of each subject does not lie in itself, but in a student's behaviors and feelings. So, fundamentally, each subject has equal value, and is merely a tool for making a student aware of his or her subjectivity. For this reason, existentialists do not propose the specific composition of the school curriculum at all levels, nor the specific principle. In their view, what is learned and what is taught is secondary to how it is learned and how it is taught. Prescribing a fixed curriculum for students is inappropriate, because it doesn't take into account their attitudes to knowledge. What matters, therefore, it is the students' attitudes towards knowledge or teaching materials, and their relationships to them. Knowledge and teaching materials should help them in their self-development and self-actualization. Opposed to the neo-behaviorism, which is designed and controlled. The existentialism extremely emphasizes on individual subjectivity and promotes education of individualization and possibility. Existentialism believes that find yourself is the ultimate aim of any education. The Indian poet-philosopher Tagore built a very famous university in his homeland, teaching the classical literature, emphasizing poetry and music education, including Buddhism as well as Western curriculum components. This kind of education, both indigenous and cosmopolitan, exactly provides fertile ground for the children to find themselves and the meaning of their life. So how to teach according to existentialism? We'll talk more in next video. Okay, for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please subscribe it. Look forward to your ideas and comments. See you in the next video. Bye bye!